We are live. We are live. We are live. Man, I tell you what, Wednesday only happen once a week,
Yep.
but it sure does come around really fast.
Oh yeah.
It comes around
Yep.
fast,
Yep.
man. You know, I,
That's
I,
good.
I've been telling my wife and been telling everybody that, you know, it seemed like guiding would be laid back, easy, and all of that. But man, let me tell you, it's tough. You know, especially we got all that rain uh last week, and man, it's been tough down here, bro.
Man.
It's been tough. I mean, flooding. Uh, I mean, it's just bad, man. There's so many people. I feel for them. And I was talking to one of the guys today. His house didn't flood, but he had to rearrange a whole bunch of stuff. And I tell him all the time, I say, man, I look at y'all, all the time. You live right here on the lake, and I'll be saying how lucky y'all are. But every time it start raining, I
Yep.
feel for y'all.
Right.
Man, it's a big old positive that they live right there on the lake. But man, when it rains
Right.
and Lake Houston, the flood control, it's not good at all.
Right.
The communication between Lake Conroe and Lake Houston is trash. And man, let me tell you, it could be so much better. Uh, the other week they were predicting a bunch of rain. Lake Houston lowered. I know y'all heard me talking about that. They lowered the lake over a foot before it started raining, but it didn't rain. It
Right.
rained. It hit north of Houston, so that we were stuck with the lake down, over a foot. But last week they predicted a bunch of rain again, and I guess they were saying, well, let's just see if it's gonna hit us, because they keep saying it's gonna be north. It'll be a little bit north,
Right.
but what they don't understand is when it do hit just a little bit north, all of that water still got to come down through Houston. And man, Conroe flooded, and I mean they dumped a bunch of water. I feel for those people over there in Kingwood, man. They getting it. Yeah, I did a lot of riding around today, man. It's just, I mean, stuff everywhere, stuff floating everywhere. I'm not talking about no little stuff. I'm talking about stuff that if you hit, especially if you're out there going fast, you hit that
Right.
stuff, it's gonna damage your boat.
Yeah.
But to my surprise, I went to Conroe the other day. Today is Wednesday. I went to Conroe Monday and no, Tuesday. Yesterday, I went to Conroe and I went up to the north end. Man, when I tell you it was chocolate milk, I have never seen Lake Conroe that muddy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I was really going to check out the bluegill, because the crappie on that lake. There's to me, if you ask me, it's just not a lake you want to guide on, because most of the areas are just out in the wide open,
Right.
and any of the stuff that's got some protection is minimal. But got out on Houston today, man, and I want to tell you, I don't know how many of y'all looked at that avatar that I put up for this little live. That's the same lake. Both of those areas are Lake Houston. One of them is the East Fork, and the other one is what's known as Lucy's Bayou. It's called a bayou, but it's not really a bayou. Super Dave, I know you didn't think we was gonna make it tonight, man. I'm gonna tell you,
Hey, what's happening?
when I got this thing going, it was 650. That's when I hit the final button. Got Craig over there. He say
Six
he
650.
he come in on one of my Facebook page. We gonna see you tonight.
Hey
Craig say he enjoy the lives. There's Wayne. What's going on, my man?
Wayne, what's happening?
Super Dave dropping the links over there as
Yep.
usual.
Yep. Super Dave,
Much
what's happening?
much appreciated, brother. There's Joey.
Hey
Joey, you
Joey.
ought you ought to be about done uh with your install.
Oh, his brakes.
Yeah, brakes
Cool.
and he went live scope too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he did get a Garmin unit.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. He converted.
Cool.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I say it all the time. Uh, Minn Kota and Lawrence live tech. You can catch fish with them, but it's just not Gorman.
Oh,
There's only one.
hummingbird.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Hummingbird and Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just not. They're just not. You can catch fish with them, but they're not
Right.
live scope. They're not Gorman. Jr., what's going on, my man?
JR, what's happening?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to post up my if I have time. I'm gonna try to post my little report tonight from today. I didn't get out on the lake until it was probably 1 o'clock when I got out there. I only fished probably 2 or 3 hours. Did more riding around. Ran into a little issue with my 1243. I'm not for sure what's going on. Uh, Powered it up like I always do, and rode around, put out some good scans. And I pulled into this one little area that I was going to fish. I always put my console unit. I got the 1243 on my console. I always put it to sleep. So I put it to sleep. Got up on the front deck, trolled around. I don't know, maybe 30 minutes, and went to move to a different area. So I got back to the console, hit the power button, and it flashed Gorman one time, and nothing after that. So I messed around with it for a while, but I got to the house, checked it out, got power. Um, so I just took it off and gonna send it to Gorman. And I put my 106 on there, got it
Hmm.
all wired up and
Oh,
ready to
you got
roll.
power at the plug.
Yeah, had power at the plug. Yep.
Man,
Yes, I don't know what's going on. I mean, it won't do anything. I mean,
they
nothing.
have a series of buttons you can force start it, and I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, but ain't but one button on it.
Oh shoot.
It's all touch screen.
Oh, I thought it was had buttons and
No.
yeah. Google it because a lot of them the 8616 has some special key thing that you do that you can power them up.
Oh,
That's what the
really?
factory does. Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah, I'm gonna call Gorman tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have called him today, but I was strapped for time, and should have got off the lake a lot sooner than what I did. I wouldn't have been in all in a rush, knowing that uh, I had all that stuff to do. So, and I had to make a trip to Academy because I had one of my life vests deployed.
Oh wow. Oh, the
Yeah,
rain did it.
yeah. I guess that my boat had moisture in it or something. I
Oh.
keep them in the compartment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I keep
So,
mine in my truck now. That happened to me one time.
well, I had them explode in my truck.
Huh.
I'll tell you, uh, the best thing that I was doing was putting them in a cooler. You know that cooler seat that I got on the
Oh,
dogger.
okay.
Never had one to
Hmm.
to go off in there. But I guess it's just control. It don't let
Yeah, the
humidity in there.
moisture. Yeah.
Yeah, don't let the moisture get in there. Quinlan, what's going on? There's Hutch.
Hey, Hutch.
So how many people do we have here that fish Lake Houston or have fished Lake Houston that know of fishing Lake Houston? How many people we got that fish Lake Houston? Ford, there's Ford. Squiddo, what's going on, my man?
Ford, what's
Jigs
up?
up.
Hey, Larry, what's up, man?
Say my end of Lake Fork has been muddy all spring. See, and that's what I want to talk about. See, there's a difference between a lake or an area that stays muddy or stays clear. And my true feelings on that, especially if it's a clear lake or halfway clear, decent clarity, and then it jumps muddy. You got 2 to 3 days where those fish are so finicky and spooky because they're so used to using their eyes to guide them, but they got to convert from using their eyes to using that lateral line. Because I'm gonna tell you now, the difference between the way a fish act in clear water and the way they act in muddy water is totally different. Totally different. They are so much more cautious, especially when it goes from clear, good clarity to muddy. But if it's a lake that's muddy all the time, they're so used to using that lateral line that it's just normal for them. probably 10 years ago, Lake Houston used to be muddy 365 days a year. There was nothing clear about Lake Houston. It was always brown. And when I tell you, you could get right on top of those fish. And yeah, I didn't have live scope then, but I'd throw my marker buoy in the brush pile and immediately turn around, drop a jig down there, start catching fish. You couldn't do that right now with the some of the as clear as the water is now. You can't do it. This fork's been muddy all spring long. It has affected our fish. Every time it starts to clear up, we get 3 to 4 inches of rain, 25-mile-an-hour winds, or both.
Yeah.
Ready for summer pattern.
Yeah, we got
I,
to
I hate
move different area.
I
Yeah.
hate I hate saying I'm ready for a summer pattern, but I'm with you, man. Yeah, I think it's gonna jump 100 degrees real quick. We got up to 90 something today here down here with the humidity. Y'all hit 92, Steve, didn't you?
95.
Oh,
Yeah.
y'all got to
Yeah.
95?
Yeah, it was a record today.
Ooh
Tied the
wee.
record. Yeah.
Wow.
And humid. Yeah, we just got done with a tornado watch. It was
Really?
it was supposed to be till 10, yeah, and they north of us, there's some bad storms just came through. Yeah,
Wow.
Dallas got it. I'm about 20 miles south, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's going east.
Trip, what's going on? San Jacinto River flooding. Yep. San Jacinto and Trinity. There's Mike Jones.
Mike Jones, what's happening?
Catfish and crappie. What's going on, my man?
Oh yeah, it's over there in Greenville, Sulphur Springs right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some pretty hot,
Sulphur
heavy
Springs
water.
is that
Just north
Texas?
of Fork. Yeah, north of Fork.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
on
that's right. Yeah, yeah,
30.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yep, yep. Trip say he lives in Humble, and
Oh,
it was
okay.
crazy water hitting up there and flowing down. It, man, I seen some. I actually took pictures of them. A couple of big old pine trees, and they had washed up against the bank. And the force of that water, I guess, and the other structure hit. You could see where all the big old branches were broke off.
Hmm.
And this tree wasn't no little bitty tree. And it's just crazy the force that water and these Mother Nature can throw out there, man. It is crazy. But on top of that, what I was talking about earlier with my unit going out, the 1243, uh, I couldn't, I scanned maybe 30 minutes into my trip, and after that, if I was idling around, I didn't know what I was seeing, what I was going over.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you, when Lake Houston flooded the way it did this go around, man, it changes the lake because it's basically all sand. It changes the layout of the lake floor. So that's why I had to. I didn't even feel comfortable, uh, taking people out without that unit. And I'm gonna tip around tomorrow and see if I can't find some safe routes and make sure I'm safe. I want to keep my clients safe too, but for sure keeping myself safe. Fahim,
Hey, Fahim.
Mississippi Will.
Hey, Mississippi Will.
Can't wait to go on a fishing trip with you, SK. Well, let's go.
Whoa.
They're slick.
Slick, what's happening?
Man, I must be way behind. Or there ain't many people here that fish Lake Houston.
Be back after. Yep, see there, tornado warning. Yep, it's right north. It's hitting Fork right now.
Oh
Sulphur
wow,
Springs is just hair above Fork.
man,
Yeah, I don't know if there's rotation over there.
that's crazy, man.
Oh yeah.
Murdoch, what's going on, man? Say, fellas, I'm in the ER with a family member. Mom would be contributing, but won't be contributing much tonight. That's good. Hey, man, take care.
Yeah,
Just like I
take
say,
care. Yeah.
yeah, take care of your family. There's
Yep.
way more things more important than coming over here talking about crappie.
Yep.
No doubt, no doubt. Uh, we'll send. I'll include your family in my prayers tonight,
Yep.
Murdoch.
Yep.
There's Jerry.
Hey, Jerry.
He said, "Keep the live going." I'm trying.
Yep.
Now
Yep.
I won't just stop it altogether. It's just that I like complaining about it because as much as I love coming over here talking about crappie, it still takes time to get it all together, get it lined up. Talking about crappie ain't no problem, but getting this thing together.
Hey,
What's
Jeff.
going on, Jeff? There's Torque. What's going on, my man?
Eric, what's happening? How's them Conroe
Fred.
crappie treating you? Hey,
Yeah,
Fred.
I'm gonna have to make another trip up there. I got to get on that south end. I hear that the south end is not really off color. I mean,
Oh,
it's off
okay.
color, but it's not super muddy like up north on Conroe. I've never seen that lake like that. Never seen it. JR say, SK, how was the lunch at Waterside? Did Waterside building get any water? They did on the lower level. They worked on replacing the sheetrock today, got it back together. And I will tell you, man, it's mud and it
Hmm.
stink. The inside of my boat, the carpet in my boat, I don't know why I didn't take the doggle. I should have took the doggle today. But the carpet in my boat is it's all messed up. The launch is fine. Uh, but it's just mud everywhere. I sort of washed the cleaning table off. That water got probably a foot over that cleaning station.
Hmm.
Yep. There's Mr. Harry.
Hey, Harry. What's happening?
Backwoods Gourmet. What's
Hey, what's
going
up,
on, my man?
Patrick?
So just got back from North Michigan fishing for trout. Those are really color picky. Caught 50 plus on one color and wouldn't touch any other color. It matters without a doubt.
Oh, yeah.
And
Sound
that's
like
what
a
I'm gonna talk.
crappie sometimes. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm gonna talk about to some tonight too is jig colors because I fished the East Fork some today, caught fish, and then I made a trip over to Lucy's Bayou, and that water's back to that that real dark tea looking color. Both of me, even though the East Fork is brown, it's still clear. It's a clear mist, translucent. As Slick told me today, he said, "You just say it's translucent." That's what it is.
Oh,
But I used a blue white jig just because it was tied on, and I mean they knew it was coming. I mean they would see that jig uh, a foot from them, and that's very rare for Lake Houston. Then I got over to the bayou and dropped that blue white on a couple fish, and they I could tell that they didn't show any interest. So then I dropped a gray down there just because it was on my second rod, and man, I'm gonna tell you, it was fire. It was fire. Any of you guys that's into uh, cast iron cooking, this guy right here, man, I'm gonna tell you, he puts out some really good cooking in cast iron. He's on uh, YouTube and over there in Florida, and I've watched this guy for a good while now, and he's made me buy. I got one. I hadn't used it yet, but he do a lot of cooking with coal, outdoor cooking, and I'm telling you, he hooks it up. He say he just got active target on my Lawrence using scout mode.
okay. That's like perspective.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what's up. That's what's up. Did you get active target one or two? Will says any information on getting in water with a boat as a beginner. Yeah, we can talk about that too. Say you want to buy him a boat. The
Oh,
thing
okay.
is, get. I know you know somebody with the boat. Go with them a few times. Go with a respectable person
Yeah.
a few times because there's a lot more than cranking a boat up and going on water. Uh, One thing that I will say is just like I was talking a while ago, we had this flooding situation going on down here, and even though I fished Lake Houston for 20 years, I'm still out there idling just so I can learn where the safe routes are. Make sure that my routes in that lake are safe. And just because you see water, don't mean you can run a boat through it. And boating etiquette is giant. It's something that you really have to pay attention to, or you have people pointing fingers at you like this, cussing you out. Probably you don't want that.
Yeah, and take your time.
Yeah, take your time for sure.
Not too long, but take your time because the guy in
Yeah,
front of you is gonna be like, "Hey, what's taking you so long?"
and that's another big thing too is unloading and loading your boat.
Yeah.
And it's like I say, man. I'm gonna tell you, if I hate saying this, but if you know a person that will take you out there and train you, great. If you know a good guide, that would be even better. Because I've had a few people that they was like, "Hey, man, this is my first boat. Uh, Let me know what I need to do." And loading and unloading is big, and boating etiquette. Joey say he got his 100 amp hour, and finally, now my unit is isolated to its own battery. Awesome. 5 feet away on 10 gauge run. The brakes spin when I hit the button too. That's what's up. Planning to put it all back together tomorrow. That's what's up, man.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's so much
enjoy.
better for your to have your electronics on a dedicated battery for sure. Wayne says I thought those life jackets had to be controlled by water pressure.
Nah,
Now
moisture will do
it's
it too.
moisture.
Yeah,
Yep. Where you uh keep those vests make a big difference.
yeah.
All right, so Danny say he fish Houston. Slap B, what's up,
Yes,
man?
that be.
Jeff fish Houston. Man, I'm way behind on these
Yeah.
comments. Slick say I have and I like it. Trip says I do. There's black smoke. So
Black smoke.
these guys that Fahim says I have fished Lake Houston once.
I see it on the map.
But what I wanted to talk about, and the difference in that water clarity just by, and I could go to Mid Lake. It's gonna be well, I passed over 1960. It was super muddy right off in that area, and I could probably go down south. It may even be worse down there. But what I was saying, the reason why I wanted to talk about this because like I forgot his handle now that quick. Backwoods Gourmet said he was having that issue with the trout. They only had one color that they would hit. And if you got any live technology, the jigs you do drop down there, you can see how those fish react. I mean, if you're having, and sometimes I'm gonna tell you, sometimes you will always have to either touch that fish. I've been saying poke them in the eye because that's what I've been trying to do here lately, just to get their attention. But when you do find that right jig and those fish are feeding, they will let you know because you'll see them reacting to that bait before it get anywhere near them. Up to like Steve talked about one guy that he seen his live scope recording. The fish was coming to his bait when the bait was about 5 foot away from it, and I'm quite sure that's in super clear water.
Yeah.
But that's when you know you got it dialed in. And water clarity makes a big difference on that sometimes. And just because you find that bait in one area, especially when you're fishing Lake Houston, when you do go to a different area, you got to start all over. Mr. Harris say hit that like button, y'all.
Yep. Yep.
Trip says got to remap the lake now with all the trees. And I'm gonna tell you, it's a bunch of stuff out there. It's a bunch of stuff out there. There was that big old pine tree. Anybody that's fished the East Fork, there was a big old pine tree right there at the mouth of it that's been there, I don't know, 6 months, 7 months. It got washed down out. And
Man.
you look out towards that main lake, man, it's just stuff everywhere now. There's stuff everywhere. So when you do get out there, like I was saying a while ago, just because you see water don't mean you can run through it. Now, I took a bunch of pictures today of stuff that's just barely under the surface, just so you that the people. And I'm gonna tell you, if y'all not on Facebook, you may not be able to see this, but those of you that are on Facebook, man, join our little group page that we got started up over there, and been putting out a lot of information on that page over there. Payne says, I fish Lake Houston. Horrible fishing for a pole fisherman. A pole? You mean a pole dancer?
Mhm. Hey, Payne, hit me up again. I got your stuff ready. I was gone for a couple weeks. Yeah, it's laying on my
Cool.
bench.
There's Miss Stephanie. Says she's
Hey,
been
Miss
dealing with
Stephanie.
severe storms and multiple tornadoes. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Michigan got some tornadoes the other day, pretty bad.
Man. And the bad thing about it, it's just a line of storms that's coming from the
Yep,
west.
yep.
Just steady coming. Thumpaholic. He says white crappie spawners on chatterbait today. Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
cool, cool. What lake? I'm just curious.
Slappy say them Clearwater blackfish can't be very picky a lot, or can be very picky a lot of the times. Much rather have muddy water.
Yeah, I like muddy water better, especially single pole one.
No, I think I'd rather not not gin clear, but a green clear. I like that. A green clear. Miss Stephanie says Northern Alabama into Georgia has tornadoes on the ground now.
Oh
Wow.
wow, yeah.
I hadn't even looked at I've been on the go just about all day. I opened up my weather app and looked at tomorrow and Friday for here. And we got rain starting back. Y'all got rain tonight. We got
No, we
rain
didn't
start.
get none. It just was north of us.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, you didn't
Yeah.
even get rain.
No, I cut my grass just in case. But tomorrow is going to be another set of storms come through.
Man,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's crazy. Yeah, we start back getting rain supposedly Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And it sounds like I'm gonna be canceling more trips.
Yeah.
Daniel says everybody hit the thumbs up. I hope everybody's doing well. And I
Yeah.
hope you are also, Daniel.
Yep.
Slappy said, man, it's summertime in Alabama already. Yep, hot and humid. It's humid tonight as well. Yep. Yeah, I was out there changing the unit out and I'm wringing wet of sweat. Just changing the unit out. There's Jeff. I'm out there on Houston. That's what's up. Jeff, did you get a new boat? Or was that somebody else I seen in that bass boat? Slabby said they got bad weather coming in the morning.
Mm.
It's hit it mean it's lighting everybody up. Craig says my pond gained 5 feet of water with all the rain lately. Still needs 6 feet to be full. Wow, that's low. Kingfish, what's going on, my
Hey,
man?
Fish, what's up, man?
I did catch a few good crappie this weekend on Wacky Rig.
Oh,
Green
cool.
pumpkin.
Yep.
Congratulations, Miss Stephanie. JR says SK is the big 20-foot pine tree just north of Waterside near Bowie. Nope, is gone. Nope, it is gone. Yeah, I'm behind. I ain't ready for that summer humidity. Yep, I'm with you. He said you want to go north.
Yep.
Tornadoes and flooding everywhere. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was watching some pictures today. It's kind of sad, man. A lot of people lost everything.
Hmm. There's a right there by the ramp, Waterside Marina. When you come out of the little cove right there, there's a boat stall right there that guy. I've never seen this pontoon boat on the water. It's a brand new boat basically. A big old cypress. I mean, a full cypress tree, root ball and everything, washed up against the side of it. Knocked his pontoon off the lift and it's sitting in the lift like this right here. And
Oh
then I
wow,
guess the force of the water. I mean, he almost lost that boat. I'm willing to
man.
bet. Yeah, it's bad out there, man. It is bad. Squirtle said just crossed Trinity River on 59 about 30 minutes, and water still at the top of the bridge.
Man,
Wow. I hear they closed Highway 90 down. That's a major highway for a lot of people in East Texas, man. They got washed out. Part of the road got washed out.
wow.
Yep. Okay, Super Day said they're going to hit about 5 a.m.
Oh,
also.
okay.
Craig said several tornadoes hit here in Iowa last 2 weeks. None close to him, though. Yeah, I'm hoping that everybody stays safe,
Yeah.
man.
Hey Rick, what's happening, man?
It's been tough, man.
Yeah. Yeah, Rick's got a lot of water that way.
It's been tough. Where's he at?
Nacogdoches area,
Okay, yeah, oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Miraval.
Yeah. And Stephanie says everyone stay safe with these storms. They are very intense.
Oh yeah.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Tim says, what your boys been a while. Yep.
Hey Tim, how you been, man?
You've been able to get out. I think Tim is west, so his lake it may be a little low, but I bet you he's still putting some fish in the boat. That's crazy. You just go right there west of us, and their lakes are. I looked at one lake. I think it was 13 foot low.
Man.
That's crazy. Yeah, Jr. I'll tell you what, man. Oh, I'm gonna have to do something pretty quick. I miss being able to just wash my boat out. I got to use a vacuum cleaner, or this thing here be wet for 3 weeks if I pressure wash it. Do you pressure wash your boat inside your boat, Steve?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do
How
it at
long it take to
home.
dry out?
90-degree weather, you can leave it out there. It'll dry pretty quick. But if you
Yeah.
want to like shampoo it, use shaving cream and scrub that shaving cream in your carpet. It'll bring it like brand new.
Wow.
Yeah, it fluffs it up. Get
Yeah.
about 3 cans of that cheap stuff. Dollar
Yeah.
Tree.
So you just brush it using a brush and
Yep, yep,
brushing
yep.
it, or
Just brush it in there and then pressure wash it off. Yep,
huh? Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure something out.
yeah,
Gonna have to figure something out. Especially in situations like that. And low water is the same because if the water on Lake Houston is low, I gotta beach my boat on the boat ramp,
right.
and there's still a bunch of sand right there that gets in the carpet.
Yeah, that's what I do. I usually beach on the side of the ramp.
Yeah. Thanks, Stephanie. I'll be up really early, keeping an eye. Yep, you got to.
Yep.
And when you know that there are overnight storms coming, I rarely get a good night's sleep. Rarely. Mr. Johnny, what's going on, my man? Still here? How are you guys? Ready to hit these brim as soon as this water drop? Yep. We're all good, and hopefully you are also.
Yep. Hey, Johnny.
Slick says hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. It really helps the channel. Thank you,
Yeah, I
Slick.
think we had 37 thumbs up.
There's Miss Stephanie giving Slab B a thumbs up. Super Dave said, I'll be at work at 5 a.m.
Man, I remember them days. So
Crappie Day fish on.
I got up late today. I was like, I'm gonna relax.
Oh,
Hopefully, I'll pick up my boat tomorrow from the shop, and then I can go fishing.
cool.
I ain't fished in three. I was gone for a couple weeks, and I've been back a week. Yeah, 3 weeks.
Yep. I'll
Find
tell
me a
you what.
lake I can get on.
I'll tell you what, Wayne. It'll be a lot easier fishing than right now. We get this spawn out of the way. It's gonna be all right.
Yep.
Yep. They'll be back on brush piles. There's Damien Ledoux. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, Damien.
You say he already hit that like button. We appreciate it. We
Cool.
appreciate it, man.
Yep.
Lund.
Hey, Lund.
Torque says, haven't been out in a while due to work out here in Marble Falls. Then tending to my old English bulldog. She just had 4 beautiful pups. Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
cool, man.
That's cool.
Yep.
Torque, you on Facebook? I think I've seen you on Facebook. Maybe not. Post some pictures of them on the page if you are. Joey says, I forgot to mention, I finally left that. You know what? Me and Steve talked about that.
Cool.
The pictures you sent me, I seen that bracket for it on the side. I said, man, I don't think, I don't know if he had a pole or he's going to a pole, but I know I seen that bracket.
Oh,
That's good. But I'll tell you what, it's to each their own. My opinion is if you put the work in to learn to control your boat, there ain't nothing no better.
yeah. Oh, your voice just went out.
Oh, I hit mute somehow.
Yep. Yep.
Can you
It's
hear me
good
now?
now. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Wayne says pine trees, shallow roots, so high winds can. I tell you what, pine tree got a
Oh,
deep
yeah.
root, man. That joker ain't shallow.
Yep.
But the problem that we have is the everything is sand. So
Yep.
when that current comes up, it just wash banks all the way out. So it takes all of that sand that those fish, that those big trees are, and I'm talking about 10 foot in the ground. That those pine trees got. What you see above the ground, it goes way down in there.
Oh,
That
yeah.
center, that trunk of that tree,
Yep.
it's way in that ground. But when it loses the ground, they don't have anything to.
Yep. Yeah. When you hit
Hold.
them, they don't like to move either.
No, no. Damien says I've caught more big white crappie when the water's muddy. Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, they like it. They like it more, but I still prefer the water to be clear. Yes, sir. A green clear. Yep. Super Dave hollering at Lund. Jeff said, okay, new to me. I've only been out a
Okay.
few times. Well, is it assisting you in your boat control? I'm still getting used to this boat that I got. I'll tell you what, I've been going out uh, after I'm done with some of my trips into the wind. I'm picking rough, windy areas. And if I had to fish open water, I'd have to do something different. I'd have to add some weight to the front or something because that front end gets pushed around too quick. It get pushed around too quick on the nitro. Craig says it's a new pond, never been full yet. Oh, okay, but getting there. Stocked with crappie and gills. That's
Oh,
what's up.
cool. Yep.
Joey says I might have to use waterside to test my unit. My neighborhood ramp is full of sand. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. They were shoveling out Ponderosa today. I mean that ramp was plumb. I mean it looked like that guy was. It'll be a few days before you get all that sand off
Mm.
that ramp.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's covered up. Lone says, what lakes do you fish? Do you night fish if the weather is bad during the day? Um, I have night fish, but not often. But I fish Lake Houston and Lake Conroe mostly.
Yeah.
And Steve, we
Yep.
be here all night.
DFW. Yeah. I go all over different states.
we'll be,
I
we'll
go
be,
anywhere.
we be here all night. Him different lakes he fish.
If the fish are biting, I'll be there.
Yep.
I want to do some more night fishing this summer. I want to.
Yeah.
I've done live scope once at night, but I'm gonna do some more.
Yeah. It's fun. I
Yeah.
mean, You got, and one thing that you have to think about is go with a green or red light
Right.
so that you can see. Because if you use a white light, man, the bugs are so
Yeah.
bad.
Yep.
And I
Yep.
mean, it's like you turn it on in 2 seconds, you got they're all in your
Right.
face. And Wayne says, I have had several boats in my life. Now I am fishing out of a kayak with a trolling motor on it. I would like another boat, but since I am retired, I don't want to spend the money on big ticket
Yeah.
items.
I know, man. That stuff ain't cheap.
It is not
Yep.
cheap.
I don't even want to think of it. I get, oh man.
Yep.
Every time you
Uh,
breathe, it's another thousand.
yeah, you can only type in so many words.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've been using. Oh, you saying to use it to dry the carpet? Okay, I'm
Okay.
with you.
Yeah.
There's J Dub. What's going on,
Hey,
my
J
man?
Dub, what's happening?
Camo Joe.
Camo Joe, what's up?
Yes, sir. Craig say it's an honor to be here on this live. My favorite video on YouTube. Man, we
Oh,
appreciate it.
appreciate it, Craig, man.
I'll tell you what, that push you gave me to this morning, that's what made this happen tonight. Because I'm gonna tell you, I literally was, I mean, 10 minutes, 10 till 9 is when I got this thing put together. Do you think dam gates open releasing water affect fishing? Some lakes it does.
Yeah, I think
Lake
it does.
Somerville, Lake Somerville. I hadn't spent enough time on it, but going off of what I've heard guides say about Lake Somerville is if they're releasing water, they canceling trips. But me fishing Lake Houston is all about just getting out of the current. You get out of the current, you can go and catch some fish. Just like today. I mean, the current's still ripping right now, but I caught probably 10, seen several more that I could have caught. But the only thing that I was doing today was just a research trip. Just want to see, and make a safe route to a few areas, and see if it was holding fish. And that's all I did today. So I got a couple of guide trips that I'm hopefully gonna be able to get knocked down before this rain settle in this weekend
Right.
or Sunday.
When's your next rain? Tomorrow?
Sunday. Mr. Harris say he got a question for you. And SK, is a 2 blade or 3 blade better for a troll motor?
I think I have a two blade. I
Yeah,
never. I think I get 4 miles an hour on the stock, and that's plenty for me. It came
yeah,
with two props, one a weed prop and a regular prop, a power prop they call it. Yeah, for
yeah. The
me, 3 miles. I'm not gonna be scanning over 2 miles an hour just sweeping. So no matter what prop, it's gonna be good enough for me.
yeah, the improvements they've made with the 2 blades, man. I don't even know if
Yeah,
you can still buy a 3 blade.
you
I
probably
hadn't.
can. They got a lot
Yeah,
of custom blades, but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Most all the blades I see now are 2 blades.
yeah, they got that stuff pretty down.
Yeah, yeah. Wayne says I was trying to say it's cheaper for me to hire a guide a couple times a year than buy a boat. Yep.
Oh yeah, I
I got
agree.
I got
Yep,
several clients that feel the same
yep,
way.
I agree.
And on top of that, you go out and catch fish. You're not
Yep,
going out
yep,
there beating your head wondering
yep.
where the fish are.
Learn and less work. You know what I mean? Yep, you can
Jr.
enjoy it. Yep.
Jr. say, talking to Joey, welcome to the non-pole dancer.
That's funny.
Will says BJ Marina still up there. Yep, you got the address right. The name, the ownership has changed, and the name has changed. It's called Waterside Marina now. That's where I always launch it. But you got the address right. Yes, sir. Slab B says I like a light stained water color, 5 mile per hour wind, partly cloudy in October, November, December. I'm with you.
Man. Yep.
I'm with you. Fahim says I heard the fish give pretty good tips to pole dancers on the east side of the lake after 5 a.m. Joey says, "Did anything surprise you about what you saw today? The water clarity. That's the biggest surprise. I was surprised, the cove right there where Waterside is. I mean, it's a little more stained than the river, and I was still impressed by the water clarity there. As soon as I pulled in the pool, I was like, man, really? It's nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. But I will tell you this: that there's some big changes that's happened on that lake. I just hadn't seen them all yet. Uh, there's going to be a bunch of trees. There's going to be a bunch of new structure. There's going to be a lot of old structure that's moved, but there's going to be a lot of new structure out there too.
Yeah.
I know it's a new lake on Houston, as it always is after a big weather event. But was there anything that made you scratch your head? Uh, not not in a negative way. Not in a negative way. But it was sad to see all of the the people that got affected by it. I didn't see a lot of houses that got water in it. There is one right there by Waterside that they just got done remodeling, and they're in there yanking doors out, tearing sheetrock out. I don't even think anybody lived in it yet. They just finished remodeling it,
Yeah.
and it got flooded.
Yeah. Living on that lake, man.
Man, it's tough, dude. I've been through one flood in my life, and when I bought my this house, I researched it. I mean, up and down, left and right, looked at all the different flood gauges and all of that over years back, and this house has never flooded, and I was like, yep, this is the one.
Yep.
I mean, I don't like being in a neighborhood, but had to make my wife happy. But I just had to set. I will not live in a
Right.
flood prone
Yep.
area. Won't happen. There's Jeff. What's going on, my man?
Hey, Jeff.
Will says, Steve, have you been down to Lake Texana?
Edna. No, I haven't. I never heard of Lake Texana.
I've I've heard,
Texana.
I think I've heard it. Lake.
Edna, Texas. Texana. I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Joy says I sent pics to both of you of our ramp. SK, it's around the corner past the mouth of Caney. Okay, yeah, up the East Fork. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That ramp there always take a pounding. That whole area up there take. I'm quite sure it's made a bunch of changes up there as well. I had this one bank, man, that was immaculate. Always caught fish there. Summer, winter, you name it. I could go there and catch fish. Anyway, a big old big old tree fell down, killed two of my spots, and the fish they gravitated to that big tree, but you couldn't fish them out of it. Killed that whole area for me. Hopefully, it washed it on down the river somewhere and give me my bank back. Lacey's Barbecue Channel. Mr. Lacey,
200,
appreciate you joining us.
244 miles away from me.
Wow.
Yeah. Let me see where it's near.
Mr. Lacey is a
Oh, that's
is a
South I-10 towards San Antonio on that way. Victoria, right near Victoria, Texas.
oh, okay.
That's
Yeah, I know
way
I've
down.
heard of it. Texano.
That's like Corpus Christi area. That's 6 hours. Corpus
Wow.
Christi.
Yeah, that's good ways for me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of pictures of Mr. Lacey grilling over there, but I'm waiting on him to bring a nice barbecue sandwich for our lunch
Oh,
on
cool.
one of our upcoming trips.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, me and him have a blast every time we go fishing, man. And this our last trip, man, I'm gonna tell you, it was one of them big changes. It had just rained a lot, and man, we had to look high and low to find a decent bite. And he had to be off the lake pretty early. And it seemed like as soon as we got close to time for him to go, we found an area that had some good fish. But I enjoy him on the boat every time. Slab B says Coosa River Lakes, all dam power generator lakes. They pull water throughout the day. Current means everything on bite.
Yeah.
River system. Cool. I had who's that I talked to today? Somebody I was talking to, Mr. Leroy. It may have been Jr. that I talked to this morning. He was like, "Yeah, I know it's still gonna be a bunch of current out there. So all that current does is bundle those fish up into slack water. You find eddies in slack water, more than likely you're gonna find the fish when there's current." Wayne says, "Do you clean and pack?" Yes, I do. Clean, fillet. I don't just clean. I won't say clean because then I have people thinking that I'll scrape fish, but I'll fillet and bag uh, all the fish. Jeff, hope you guys are doing good out there with all the water. Yeah,
Yeah. Hey,
we're
Jeff.
doing okay, man. But man, it's been tough. It's been tough. JR says, "Is that the house just south of water?" Yeah, yeah. That nice little. It's a small house, but they fixed it up really nice. But yeah, they having to start from ground zero again. Slappy says, "Man, I hate that for them folks. Got to start all over. Lost everything probably." Yep. Wayne says Texana is a mud hole full of gators.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes that's where all of those big ones be at, though.
Yeah.
Blake says, "Did we at least lose a certain sandbar up the East Fork, or did it just get bigger after this flood?" I didn't go up very far. Uh, I didn't go past power lines, but I'm willing to bet, man, that Harvey took a 20-foot hole and turned it into a 3-foot hole.
Man.
Well, you can't call it a hole after that, but in the area across the river from it was super shallow. It washed it out, and it was 20 foot over there. 20 feet of dirt moved from one area to another area. That's how much that lake can change. It can change a lot. Trey, what's going on, my man?
Hey, Trey.
Mr. Lacey says always informative. I will do it soon. All right, I'm gonna be
Cool.
looking forward to it. He said it was a great time.
Cool.
That's what's up. It was tough, but hey, we still got on some really good fish. We still got on some really good fish. Joey says, "Is Texana good at Wayne Zool? I'll gladly pull the boat down in the fall when I do my South Texas dove hunt."
Oh, cool.
Excuse me. Woo! That sneeze. Man, I tell you what, that mud smells. It's certain areas of the lake you get to, especially if the wind's blowing from the bank, you can smell it, man.
Mm.
It's a foul smell. Smell like wild hogs to me.
Mm.
Yeah, that was a major flood on this lake down there, man. That was a major event. They didn't. I don't watch the news anyway, but I don't think they covered it well enough. JR says I would go to Colito Creek before I would go to Texana. I've heard of Colito Creek too. I don't remember where it is, but Joy says SK is a first class guide at Wayne. He takes care of you for sure. I appreciate it, Joey.
Cool.
Wayne says I just go to my friend's small pond to shoot doves.
Oh, cool.
Cool. Craig says, "Is it expensive to have a pole dancer asking for fee?"
Man.
That's funny. Joey says, I won't miss the certain sandbar visitors if it's gone. I
Mhm.
tell you what, man. I think they go and dig the sand up and put it back.
Man,
And them folks go up there, park their boats. They have a blast up there. Yeah, I didn't go around the corner, but I went up near the power lines, and before I got to the power lines, my unit had went out, so that's why I turned around and I didn't want to do it. But tomorrow I'm gonna do some moving around. Got to scout it out. BRTP.
BRTP, what's happening?
Yep. Joey said it will cost you a few fish. Alvarez, what's going on, my man? Says good
Hey,
evening,
Alvarez.
gentlemen, guys. I planned a trip to Toledo Bend next month. Do you think the crappies will bite this late in the year? They bite year round.
Oh, yeah. Yep, find some brush and you'll be on.
Yep. It'll be a better bite then than now, I bet.
Yep.
Okay. Mississippi say he love pro drive boats.
Okay.
They need to put better mufflers on. They're just a little bit loud for me.
Yeah.
They're pretty loud. Do they have a lot of them up there near you, Steve?
No, I never seen
Or
one.
mud boats?
Oh, yeah, I seen them before when I hear them like going
Yeah,
down
it
the lake.
sound like a Harley.
Yeah, where the duck hunters they
Yeah,
use
yeah.
them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They call them something. What they call that engine? Man, I forgot what they call that engine because it don't sit in the water like regular. It's like angled.
Right.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
yeah, I forget the well, Pro Drive is one of what they call some of them, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
another.
Yeah.
I just call them mud motors.
Yeah. I'll hear them. Yep.
Yeah, yep. Payne says, "Have you fished Sheldon for crappie in the last couple?" I hadn't did much on Sheldon in a while. There's a guy that's been catching some nice ones. Yep, there's some good fish in that lake. There's some good fish in that lake. What depth did you find them in today? I fished from in the river. They were shallower since it's a little bit dirtier, 6 to 10. And when I got to the bayou, they were anywhere from 8 to 12. Wayne says, I have not been to Texana since it dried up. Maybe it is better now. Still a mud hole full of gators. But the park there, the parks there are wonderful. Lots of tame deer and coons will run up to you begging for food. Gator tail. There you go. That's the name of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's what they're known as.
Yeah.
Yep. There's Miss Bertha.
Hey, Miss Bertha. Doing good.
Hopefully you are also.
Mm-hmm.
Payne says his grandkids love the river beach. Just have to take them early in the day before it gets more of a party beach. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I wish they need to pack all that sand up and take it down there to Skiers Cove. That way we can get our river back.
Yeah.
Craig says, I don't think they think we're talking about the same thing, Stephanie. Not here. Miss Stephanie is asking, is the water level back normal? Nope. We're still about foot and a half, 2 foot high. But if you go east a little bit more, anything along the Trinity River is still way out of its banks. There's still a lot of flooding going on over there. But the San Jacinto corridor, it's all back in its banks, but still real high. Joey says the only problem is gators are quiet. Those motors are not.
Yeah.
Yeah, them jokers make some noise, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So, Steve, what you getting done to your boat?
Getting all brand new compartment lids put on. Yep. Then I'm gonna get it back maybe tomorrow, and then do my all my hubs. I'm gonna go to that vault hub grease, the hybrid grease. Yep, I'm gonna do that. Need to put a transducer on my bilge if I can get depth throughout the whole speed. I lose it about 40 miles an hour right now, so that'll
Hmm.
get my depth right. Just little stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna C deck my step. I'm gonna put some on just to test it out, and
Cool.
that's about it. Then do some fishing.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I bring a lot of fish up there to the northeast when I went. A suitcase full of crappie. Whoever was checking bags, they were probably like, "Ooh, man, we could use some of this."
Yeah, I've heard of Breckenridge.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. Breckenridge Park. That's a Breckenridge is west of me, but that's a different one. That's at the lake.
oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Greg says color of the week. I'm gonna try that pink diamond in the morning.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna
today,
try that next time I go out.
yeah,
I got
today
yeah.
I hit them on blue, white, and gray, both hand ties. It's just what I
Okay.
had tied on.
Yeah.
Joey says, "When's that new Z20 coming?"
Yeah, them things
It would
ain't
be
no joke.
nice.
Man, I
It would
seen
be
one that was
nice.
100 and whew, it was I think it was a 520R. It was like
Uh-huh.
104,000.
Wow.
And there was nothing special on it. I'm like, geez,
Yeah.
it looked pretty.
Yeah.
It was sparkling. You need glasses, sunglasses just to look at it. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I agree with you, Squiddo. They can both of them can be gone.
You get a lot of wake zones.
Well, the you know s- they create no wake zones. If they
Oh,
find the area that they can pull up on the bank, they'll. I think they stealing these no wake signs from buoys from other places,
oh.
and they're creating no wake zones. There's Byron. What's going on, man? This
Hey,
dude, he'll been
Byron,
up
what's
there.
up,
I've been seeing
man?
him on some fish.
Yep,
Like he got his boat back on the water.
yep. Just got off work.
Yep.
Academy. Yep,
So he's ready to hit the water Saturday. That's what's
yep.
up.
I might be hitting it Saturday. I get my boat back. I'll be out there Saturday. Not Cedar Creek though. That place crazy. Man, it was
That
a
was
bass
funny.
tournament, I guess. Last time he was. Oh, that's crazy, man.
Wayne says, "How can?" And I'm gonna tell you something. I ran into this on Conroe, and all you gotta do is find the color that they prefer over the shad, and don't fish deep.
Yep.
If you got live scope, that I go to the bottom of the shad pile because that's where the crappie are gonna be.
Right.
But you can do it. Craig says, "I'm going to every color of jig you sent me this weekend." That's what's up.
Yep.
Don't overlook that pink diamond, man. That pink diamond's been
Yep.
been hot. JR says, "Where are those dual crappie brakes, SK? Where are those dual crappie brakes? Also, maybe power poles." Uh, Steve got them on back of his boat.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah, them things ain't cheap, man. Whew.
Yeah,
People think, oh, power, you ready to spend $5,000 for everything?
exactly.
Bracket
Yep.
and
Yeah,
install it yourself.
yeah, yep. Byron said he caught some fish 20 feet deep.
Man,
Wow.
yeah,
That was Byron's birthday. Oh,
yeah,
okay. He did
last
say it
week.
was his
Yeah,
birthday. Yep. Yep.
yeah,
Say yep.
yeah. He went fishing 3 days that week, birthday week. Yep.
Joey said may take a pole dancer to get their attention. I ain't forgot about you. I still got you. I still ain't been to the. I was waiting on somebody to bring that up. I told Steve. I was talking to Steve today. I said, man, I still ain't mailed these jigs out yet. I got you covered. I got like 5 packs of baits that I got to get mailed out. Now 6 packs. I ain't forgot about y'all. JR says maybe you get Steve to send you some next time. Uh oh. Uh oh. Craig say power pole dancer breaks.
I think that's what Joey did, didn't he? The brakes on his power poles.
Huh?
Did he put them on his power poles, Joey? The brakes?
Yeah. The way it looked like it did from the pics.
Yeah. Do it yourself.
Yep.
PVC poles.
Crappie love
Yep.
my DIY PVC pole dancer. Yep. It depends on man. In my opinion, the crappie down here, man. I gotta get that jig so close to them, sometimes touching the fish, and it makes it really, really tough
Yeah.
to do that when you have it on a pole. When you're depending on spot lock. Tim says, "Dang, I want to say some, but yeah, all y'all already said it."
Mhm. Mhm.
Oh yeah, I got Miss Stephanie too. Yeah, both of y'all.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. It was ladies' night. Yeah.
Uh huh. Yep. Wayne says, I don't want to catch crappie if I have to relieve the air out of their air bladder.
Yeah.
No, you put them on ice and fillet them.
Yeah.
Joy says, keeping the ladies waiting doesn't usually work out.
Mhm.
Uh-oh. You see there? Miss Stephanie said that they're pretty patient. Yep, on the pole. I
On the
guess that
floor.
means I'm still a pole dancer, just a different flavor.
Man.
Yeah, he put his brakes on the power poles.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's Daniel. What's going on, man?
Hey, look, Darren.
Super Dave, still dropping the
Yep.
comments over there, man. I'm about out of what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
It's like I say though. I mean, especially the guys that fish Lake Houston, man. This watercolor, different areas of the lake is going to be
Yeah.
different. You may catch fish on one color, and it's been like this. There's a guy that goes by Sticko, and this guy, me and this guy has talked for several years about and not only watercolor affects what these fish will bite, but you I've seen it to where you can be in the sun and the fish are you just catching fish left and right. You get in a shaded area and they won't touch it. So it's all light penetration, uh, and same deal with the water clarity. That's all it changes is the penetration of the light.
Mhm.
And then you get the different tones of the different colors of the water. It's like I say that the Lucy's Bayou right now is that dark tea color. And the East Fork is the translucent brown. So I mean, just take note of those areas that you're fishing in. You may have to adjust if you have to move or if you do move. You have to adjust your color, your bait
Yeah.
colors. Anyone been to the new lake in North Texas, Boat Ark? I haven't.
I haven't.
I
I've
doubt if
seen
I
a
ever.
bunch of videos.
Yeah, I can't even make it to Fork, so I doubt I'll be able to make it up there. That's what an
Yeah.
hour past Fork.
Shoot, probably it's 2 hours from me. It's north, straight north,
Okay,
right? Bonham, just northeast of Bonham.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll make it up there one day. It's no rush though. There's a lot of lakes
Oh
in between.
yeah. Tim says it's Nurse Week. I've heard there is a such thing as Nurse Week. I didn't know it was this week though. Super cool. For the
Yeah.
guys waiting on jigs, you will get them before Christmas, guaranteed.
Yeah, I got some new floral line I'm gonna try out. It's a Japanese Daiwa makes it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 6 pound. I'm gonna give that a try on some. I'm gonna
What's
do
the hit?
some
What other weights did they have? What other pound tests did they
two
have?
pound, 4 pound, 6 pound. I can't remember the higher one.
Uh
Yeah, I
huh.
was gonna try it out. It's supposed to be real good.
Cool.
Yeah, I bought a couple spools. I'm gonna spool some for my bluegill rods. I'm gonna put some
Cool.
braid and then do a 6 pound leader.
Yeah. Roadhog, what's going on, my man? Say I've been watching and listening, but just got on my phone to say hello. Well,
Cool,
hello,
man.
brother.
Yep. Right, Roadhog. Appreciate it. Yeah, let's fire up that tool. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
give a couple giveaways. I ain't done one in a few weeks.
Joey says I noticed Lucy was a lot cleaner than I was expecting when I drove by Punter. Yeah, man, it's really looking good.
That's cool.
Squiddo says, how did the Marina look on 1960? I don't know. I just know it was chocolate water.
Hmm.
I did see that there was 4 or 5 trailers in the parking lot, so I'm guessing that you can still launch there. Okay, so Miss Stephanie said it is Nurse Week.
Hmm.
Gerald says the problem I had on Lake Houston with pole is the wind in Lucy's and East Fork acts like downtown in high-rise building, always shifting directions. Yep. All right, let me see if I remember how to do this giveaway tool. Yep, gonna do one different. Well, I say I was gonna do something different. Present, share screen. Cool, it worked.
Cool.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jr. That the wind can shift. I mean, it makes a big difference. And even like right now is one area that I fished today. The current was blowing me one way, the wind was blowing me the opposite direction. So that's even a bigger
Yep.
challenge.
Yep.
It's even a bigger challenge. Hashtag crappie, y'all, all lowercase. For any of you new folks that are first timers, you must be subscribed and type in the comment section down there at the bottom right there. Hashtag crappie, all together, all one word, all lowercase. And you will be entered into a giveaway from none other than Limits Tackle,
Yep.
Steve. Joey says, I'm getting the itch really bad now. New Gorman, new brakes, 2 new Denali's, and the Ozark, all needing to be broke in.
Oh
That's
yeah.
what's up, man.
Sounds like all day on the water. Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Sounds like a limit coming. Yeah, yeah.
Steve,
I've
have
been
you,
I've been there a bunch of times. Richland Chambers. I
yeah.
usually fish the Richland arm or the Chambers arm. The one on the west side. I think that's the Chambers arm.
Yeah, Darren, I went yesterday looking for some, but man, we've had so much rain down here that they were MIA in the areas that I
Yeah.
scanned. And the thing is, I wanted Conroe's not a giant lake, so you can run from north to south. But if the wind is if the wind is up, it's not a fun run. And on top of that, with all the rain that we've had and all the floating debris, uh, I'm not gonna idle that far. I put in up there in the north end, so that's what I stuck. I stuck to my guns. I wanted to find some big bluegill, didn't find them, but I did get on some crappie. New Ranger boat.
Uh-oh.
Thank you, brother. Got my little logo on there, and then it's a big logo on the back of my shirt. I got a big logo on the back of it. Appreciate it, man. Wayne says, "What is the password?" What's the password? All right, I got some new stuff coming, so I'll tell you now that you guys know I don't get in a rush, but it's guaranteed that you get your jigs, and I'm gonna do. Steve got to make these jigs yet, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something special tonight. I can't even say the name of it yet. Eric says nope, it doesn't affect the crappie bite. I think he's a little behind us when we're
Yeah.
talking about the current.
Oh, okay.
JR says, Joey, I'm having withdrawal since I haven't had a thump since 424.
Oh, man. That's like me.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
gone.
Burn unit, what's going on, my
That was
man?
before the 24th.
How do we get our hands on some merch? I would have no problem floating around advertising for both of you. Uh, I hadn't set it up yet to, but Steve he does shirts
Yeah.
and uh,
I got
uh
3X and large and t-shirts.
yeah, and he
Then I
got
have
hats and
hats and I have what you call them? Them knit hats.
all the sun visors,
I got sun visors and I got the knit hats for the winter. What's they called? The beanies.
all the
Yeah,
beanies. Yeah,
beanies.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do some what's them sun the UV shirts. I'm gonna do some of them just for myself.
Yeah, yeah, that's what all of these are.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm about to go. Yeah, I like my button up. What's the name of them shirts? The
Magellans or the
yeah,
fishing shirts. Yeah,
Magellan. Yeah, the fishing
yeah,
shirts. I love them.
yeah,
But I think I'm gonna switch, and I
yeah,
like the pockets too. I need to find me some
yeah.
sun protected shirts with pockets.
Right.
I
Long
a
sleeve.
long sleeve. Got to be
Yeah,
long sleeve.
yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
got to be long sleeve. That would have been a good one right there. Hashtag pole dancer.
Oh yeah, with a hood.
Hashtag
Yeah, I
pole
like the
dancer.
ones with the hoods too.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
I don't I got one. I really don't like it.
For us bald guys.
Yeah, I got one. And I'm gonna tell you the one I hate even worse is the ones with the thumb hole.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't even know
Yeah, I don't
why they
like that.
have them.
Yeah. I mean, gloves is a must too. Yeah, I always wear my gloves, but
Yeah, I never wear. Only when it's cold.
yeah. Yep, long sleeve for summer. That's
Yeah,
just with sun protection. And these shirts, man, I'm telling you, they keep you really well. If you sweat and they get wet, they keep you cool. They do keep you cool. All right, we got 34 people that didn't join. Look like we've slowed down. Let's go ahead and do these draws
yeah,
because I'm about to fall out here. Still got some work to do to be ready for tomorrow. And I know Super Dave is
yeah.
got to be up super early too. I don't know how he's been able to hang with us till 11 and then still. Uh, anyway, here we go. Thank you, Super Dave, man. We really do appreciate you. Even Slick, man. You know these guys get up pretty early and got jobs.
Dang.
Darian,
All right.
that's
Cool.
super cool.
Yep, yep.
You say you're gonna do two?
Yeah, I'll do two. Yeah, I'm gonna do a new bait. I'm not gonna name no names or nothing.
Here we go. That saved you some shipping right there.
Yep, yep.
Burn unit.
All right, burn unit. Hey, just contact me and I'll send them to you.
Yep, let me get this if I can get my mouse back over here. You can hit
Yep.
Steve up, limitstackle at gmail.com
Or Facebook Messenger.
or
Yep,
Facebook.
yep.
Or Facebook. All right, we're gonna do one for myself. We're gonna
First
do one
time
for
winner.
myself.
That's cool, man. Congrats, man.
Yeah, yep. Here we go. Oop, wrong screen. Be somebody local. BRTP. I'll be dang. It's somebody local. BRTP. He got a hat. Been riding around in my truck for 2 months
Oh
already.
man,
Yeah, yeah,
cool.
yes, sir. Yeah, let me get over here to close this thing out. If I can find where'd my mouse go to? Oh, it's way over here.
Yeah, maybe
All
when I
right,
get my boat on Saturday, if I go out, maybe I'll go live for a little while.
that's what's up.
Yep. I need to get a setup so I can have a stand and stuff. I need to work on that. I bought a little stand, but it ain't as tall as I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, it's right here. Yeah, it's a little camera stand. I bought little
Okay,
tripod. Yeah.
cool. They got the tripod at the bottom.
Yep. Yep. I forgot even how to deploy it. It's got some button you deploy it.
Okay. Oh, it's battery operated.
No, you get this. You thread it and it deploys.
Okay. Joey said he liked the shirts with the thumb hole. He said he still want to agree on the red jig.
Yeah, it's a little tripod, pretty nice.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's super
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Does it
yeah.
extend? How tall does it go?
That's as tall as it goes. Oh
Uh,
no, I didn't even mess with it. I just got it. Oh yeah, it goes pretty high. I could
yeah.
probably just use that.
Yep. Yep.
Just how to fasten it. I guess when I'm idling, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I bought it for my lives and stuff.
Craig, I'm not sure. I may later on get into it. But I know Steve does already. He sells the
Yeah,
t-shirts, the pullover. He got the pullover
yeah. Hoodies.
uh, hoodies.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Hats and
Then it
all
came
that.
with a little remote, and you Bluetooth it to your phone, so you can turn on your like if your camera's on, you can hit it, starts recording. Hit it again, it'll stop.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Got it on
Huh.
TikTok Shop for like $12.
That's super cool.
Yeah, with a remote. Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's what's up.
I
Wayne
just
say
hit the
where,
remote and my phone blinked. Yeah,
huh? Wayne say wears golf gloves.
see if I don't know if you can see if I'm recording. I'll hit the remote. It starts recording,
Oh
see,
yeah, yeah. I see it. Yep.
and then
Yep.
stops. Yep, it's pretty
Uh,
cool.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
really cool.
yeah. So I can
That's
get some
really cool.
start doing some content.
Yep. JR says you're right about gloves, especially the UV ones. Skin cancer's not good. Yep, I agree. I agree. He said, "No way, first time."
That's good. That's good stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Steve, let me get one of those Ozarks as my prize.
I got some Ozark stickers.
Appreciate y'all, Craig. Man,
Yeah,
you guys coming on here. I tell you what, it makes it a lot easier uh, putting this thing together. And it's like I say, don't take it that I don't enjoy coming here talking about crappie. It's just it's not that part,
right.
but it's putting the time together to get everything situated. But guys, let me see if
Yep.
I got any more
Sounds
questions.
good. Congrats to the winners. The one
Yep.
guy just hit me up. Yep.
And I'm hoping that we don't have as much rain this weekend as we've had recently,
Yep.
because man, it's what is the limit for crappie per person? 25 on most lakes.
Yep.
Steve, do you guide as well?
No, 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 no. I like. I just fish. But I've been known to, be like, hey, meet me at this day. My breakfast is on me, crappie's on me, and whatever we catch, you keep. I
Yep.
do that all the time. Just take somebody fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Steve say you going me and Will say you gonna go live on Facebook.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was gonna go Saturday. Yep, off limits tackle. I'll go live.
Yeah. Well, guys, unless we got something that somebody wanna question, we gonna get out of here.
Yep,
And as Miss Stephanie said, see you next week.
yep,
Same time, same flavor.
yep. Take
Gonna
care.
have to get out early. Storm's heading this way.
Oh yeah.
Super Dave, give everybody a shout out. Super
Yep,
Dave, appreciate your brother. Slick, Steve,
yep,
everybody in the chat, man, we really do appreciate you guys coming on, hanging with us, talking
yep,
about fishing. Get out there and go fishing, and
yep.
be safe while you're doing it.
Right.
See y'all next week.
Yep. Take care.